What's good, listeners? Joining us on Strike a Chord is four-piece melodic punk band from Italy. Not just Italy, Milan, Italy. This is Def Lingo live on the Chris Collins Show, Millennial Talk Show. Also, check out our brand new episode of Off the Fret featuring the Phoenix Within. More music talking. We got the boys here right now from Italy. So
come
you can
back
go
on.
ahead, turn on your video, turn on your audio. We're time to rock and roll. So Def Lingo, how's it going, fam?
Yay!
Hey.
Dude, just to begin, I am beyond jealous. That is probably one of the coolest microphones I have ever seen in my life.
Actually, it's a fucking cheap microphone from China. I know we paid it 10 euros, which is $10.
Hey, as long as you guys are styling and profiling, that's all that matters.
Okay, I'm mad that yours is so cheap. Mine was like $90 American.
Hey, well,
It's ridiculous.
This is like Elvis microphone, you know? Yeah.
But hey, listen, as long as you're styling and profiling, you can cheat the cameras. That's all that matters, fam. But we're so beyond stoked to have this across the pond conversation. And Sandro, I was searching the web all this week to discover what in the world Def Lingo means, but I couldn't find anything. So is there any kind of like hidden meaning behind Def Lingo?
Yeah, actually, our old bassist, our former bassist, found out this name. Doesn't mean anything. We don't know why he chose this. It sounds good. So, yeah. Definitely.
I love it. You're like, we have no idea. It sounded amazing. I love
Doesn't
it.
sound good when it says Def Lingo.
Use the word.
Okay, fine. I guess we'll let that brush off. That's funny. I mean, you guys you're just like, hey, sounds cool, jazzy. Let's roll with it.
Why not?
Is it because it's in English? Like, what would it be if it was Italian? How would you say it in Italian?
Linguaggio dei sordi.
Linguaggio dei sordi.
So I just wanted to hear you speak Italian.
Like Tarantino movie. Linguaggio dei sordi.
See, you don't even want to see me roll my R's.
That's really sexy.
I know you
I could do a
American.
whole show just in Italian, just to hear you speak.
My dream.
I know you Americans like it accent. I don't know
Yes.
why.
Because they make you hotter. Like you're good looking, you guys, and now you're even
That was
sexier.
Spanish.
But hey, let's get right on into it because I can't thank the band enough for the early listen of you guys' brand new sophomore album, Lingonberry, which I was kind of joking at the top of the show. Did I just butcher the album title name? I mean, what is the correlation with that, Lingonberry? Is that like a street? I mean, where are you guys going with the album title?
I don't know.
It's
One
complicated.
day I was at IKEA. You know IKEA? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we have them here.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there's this gem called Lingonberry, so we thought that was a good name. So
You
once
saw a
again,
correlation with your band name and you went, that's
yeah,
Why not again? Also, the new label that will release the album, it's Swedish, and that is something that they eat.
Yeah, lingonberries are from the Scandinavia region.
Yes.
So they're very, very popular. My ancestors made a lot of lingonberries.
Marissa, what is
So-
this, Jeopardy? Like, how are you knowing all these, like...
I know random weird shit.
I feel so foreign right now during this interview, but I know you guys have came a long way from recording your first EP in the basement of a pizza shop, which is just so freaking Italian of you boys.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, what stands out differently with your new record?
well, now we don't have this place anymore, unfortunately. So
That was like our second home.
yeah, that was our second home. Actually, he was from Egypt, so he was
Wow.
not Italian.
Was the pizza good? Like an Egyptian making Italian pizza?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
It's quite common in Italy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So instead
that-
of producing LPs, you're producing pizza. Pizza pie.
Yeah.
It is pizza time.
It's a
Pizza time.
pizza pie. But I know we're about to be playing you guys' brand new single, Push It. I love it. I feel like you
Dude,
guys
that's my favorite single.
Dude,
Sorry,
isn't that
I didn't mean to
the-
cut off. I didn't cut you off. I was like, oh, I love this
because,
one.
Marissa, you and I, we both have that same excitement. And I'm a
I know.
big fan of a band called Fiddler from Southern California. You guys sound like you guys could easily be the opening acts for that
Wow.
group. You guys bring the rage with that track. But you guys tend to sing a lot of songs about being lazy, having zero ambition, and being okay with doing nothing. And Def Lingo doesn't seem to think that these kind of personality traits are necessarily bad. So why so? I mean, this is something that millennials are constantly being accused of.
And that's why we are here. We're making our part.
That had zero ambition in that answer right there. Because, I mean...
Why have ambition? You're gonna die. Why waste time?
It's a pizza party. You're going to die.
I love that you're like, we're all gonna die with the biggest happy Italian smile.
But I mean, it's like our generation is like actively engaging with social issues all the time, almost like entirely through our screen. And the Times reported that 70% of millennials check their phones every hour. So like, why do you think that we are deeply anxious about missing out on something better?
That is a complex question. Too much complex.
Too much complex?
Well, okay, do you guys even have
got the
phones
vodka
out there?
going.
The answer.
This all makes sense now. But I mean, I guess that is... I think that is an important message, actually, after all.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to get away from the negativity. Grab a glass, pour some vodka.
Okay, I have to say, every single band that we've had on that's not American is always smoking and drinking. And I love your casualness. Like, Americans, we're so uptight. Like,
We
we
need to lay
don't show
back.
people that we're alcoholics. And you guys just drink anyway. Like, I love it.
Exactly,
Like, it's amazing.
Marissa. We need to start pushing it to the limit. And I think this is the perfect cue. Start playing one of those brand new singles for the CCS family. This is Def Lingo, Push It, live on the Chris College Show, Millennial Talk Show. that's what's good. That is Def Lingo, and that is their track Push It. And this is Strike a Chord, where if you physically or digitally pick up that record, you're going to know these tracks. So we got the boys from Milan, Italy. This is Def Lingo. And boys, I mean, throughout your years as an artist, how do you feel about the internet has impacted the music industry? Because like we were just discussing, Marissa and I, on the week's wrap, that video game industry is starting to heavily invest in these subscription services. It's like they've been dying to have their Netflix and Spotify moment, and I'm starting to get concerned for those indie developers. And so with that being said, I think about bands like you guys, who are now just about to release your sophomore album at the end of April. And how do you think this is being played out? Do you find this good? Do you feel it bad? Are you kind of in the middle?
Actually, something different from the past. So, for us, it's something new. I think this digital transformation in music industry, it's maybe can be more like democratic. I don't know, more accessible to everyone. If you have something that is good, you don't need to being discovered from a major. You just put this on the internet, contact some agency, some label, and maybe you can have more chance to reach more people.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. I mean, there are some positives and negatives. You can be that indie star. You can get your music out there like no problem. We know that TikTok is getting in the game. They are trying to let their users have easier access to be able to publish their music live on, let's say, Apple Music or Spotify. But do you think how much money you receive for your music is fair? I mean, a lot of the times you guys are only receiving like a third or a half a penny. I don't know what that translates out in Italy. I mean, is that even livable? I mean, you're in Milan. I mean, you're like in the fashion capital of Italy. I mean, how do you even get clothing for the day? I mean, if you're getting paid by Spotify.
Yeah, actually, this is the dark side of this kind of thing. So we can't live with this thing. We have an ordinary job.
It's only a passion.
It's for now. It's just like a passion that we do, and we do with our free time. And we
have you guys ever thought about, though, like what the music industry can do to allow you boys to make a living through music? Or is that like you're like, that's not really my job, or it's out of my hands?
I guess it's something that we cannot achieve with our kind of music, I guess.
Yeah.
So we never thought of it.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's one thing I love about punk. It's people who do punk because it's punk. Like it's fun, right? And if you end up making some money and you're able to not have a secondary job, like that's awesome. But that's not why punk rockers do punk. They do it for the music. And to go in and having some money is great.
I saw a little rebuttal.
I want to hear it.
Well, I want to know what's good.
That would be awesome, but there is, I think it's a way of thinking music. Like you can become a rock star. So even if you do punk rock, it doesn't mean that you cannot make money from it. Because if it's good earned money, why not?
Well, of course. I'm not saying don't make money, but let's say if you knew you would never make money in punk rock, like you would never make it, would you still do punk rock?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, actually.
I'm like, yes, right? Money, I would want money for it.
See, I got an idea, because I know a lot of bands, they're coming out of the pandemic, they're starting to tour, live in the clubs, the venues, and etc. Instead of selling merchandise, let's set up a pizza pie shop right outside the merch tent, and let's sell pizza from Def Lingo. See, genius. I could be your guys' co-manager.
America will do it.
See, this is an American idea. See, this genius of me. But hey, guys, the next track that we're about to be playing is called Sleeping. And I love it because it's got catchy bass line, an electrifying solo. Sandra, your voice is so raw and emotional in this track. It's so much fun. And what's the overall message of this track?
Okay. Well, sleeping is just it's the lyrics is about relationship, and unconditional love. If you love someone, maybe you can be blind and you can see anything outside, and this is what maybe some relationship can go.
It seems like that's a common theme because we did have a fabulous singer-songwriter last week, Sophia Marie, and she was discussing how people fall into materialistic love, like foreign accents. Sorry, boys, I know it's hot for Marissa, but maybe that's not necessarily the good idea, you know? But hey, let's just let the music speak for itself. It's a fabulous track. I love it. You are as well, CCS family. So this is Sleeping by Def Lingo, live on the Chris College Show, Millennial Talk Show. That's what's good. That is Def Lingo, and that is their track, Sleeping. You can find that on their upcoming album, releasing at the end of April. And this is Strike a Chord, where if you physically or digitally pick up that record, you're going to know these tracks. And we got the boys from Def Lingo here with us. And I know on your guys' upcoming sophomore album, Lingonberry, there's a song that you guys decided that you wanted to revisit, which I thought was kind of intriguing, because there's some bands that tend to do this, not all the time, but you guys released an EP called Friends/Failure, released in 2019, and 3 years later, you guys decide to re-record your track, Friends. Why did you boys want to make that decision? Were you not happy with the first production of that track?
Well, we wanted to release Lingonberry before this year, but there was the pandemic, and we were stuck in our houses for a year and a half, basically, with some month of free, and it was difficult. Maybe we weren't ready to do this. We actually recorded this record 1 year ago, and we were in lockdowns. and
But it
I
seems
don't
like
know.
that's very much a punk thing. I mean, I referenced like Fiddler earlier. I know they did that one time before. They came out with like Cheap Beer, Wake, Bake, Skate, and they felt like it's such a good track. Like we recorded it because we were so freaking excited. But now that we're actually in a legit studio, we're going to re-record this bad boy and let people know this is the live atmosphere that we plan to succumb with this track. I mean, is that kind of the idea, or are you guys just like we're getting people chirping in your ear like, no, this track is too much to ignore, we gotta re-record this piece?
Of course, we had a different approach in the studio. The EP was recorded in my room, and then we
Was it
decided
off the microphone that you're using right now?
Yeah, we used this for the vocals,
At least you're doing it in style and in profile, and Ric Flair over
$10
here.
sure does go a long way.
I mean, on a level, I mean, you're using a $10 microphone, but I mean, it is kind of giving that great reassurance for anybody that's listening who wants to be in a punk band or be an artist today. You don't necessarily need all the kick-ass equipment to make it happen. Def Lingo, they're proving it right now. And, this is why I love your guys' track. We're going to be playing Friends, and I know you guys discussed, leaving the country's not that easy. Feeling alone in the suburbs is, like feeling like you got nothing to do because maybe fashion's not your thing in Milan. But I think this is a beautiful song. I think this definitely resonates with the millennial audience today. And let's play that track right now. This is Def Lingo's single, Friends, live on the Chris College Show, Millennial Talk Show.
It's all about dealing with my friends who left this place. I'm well alone. No one will care about us anywhere. We gotta go on a little behind. I know inside it's getting worse. I know inside it's getting worse. I know inside it's getting worse. I know inside it's getting worse, 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 worse. It's all about making plans to make dreams come true. I fell again. We used to say nothing will stop us this time. Yeah, we won. Let's hope it's all behind. I know inside it's getting worse. I know inside it's getting worse.
That's what's good. That is Def Lingo, and that is their track, Friends. You can find it on their upcoming sophomore album releasing at the end of April, and I can't thank you boys enough. Congrats on your brand new release. So for the
I'll be
CCS
picking
family,
it up. I will for sure be picking it up.
right? I mean,
Yeah,
for anybody
no,
that
it's
wants
right
to
up my alley.
pre-order that album, where can they make this happen?
What? Sorry, can you repeat, please?
How can we pre-order this amazing sophomore album that's going to be dropping at the end of April?
Good question.
We want to know.
So what? You guys can either support you boys through, I'm assuming, Bandcamp. I mean, are you guys doing physical distributions with this?
No, we will do the physical distribution, and you will have some news coming soon. So check our Instagram or Facebook, and you get the information there.
Hey, that's what's good.
I'm following because I want your album. Like I have to say, there's a few bands where I'm like, I need the whole album. and you guys are one of them.
That's what I was going to
Kudos.
say. You would have never
Thank you.
thought that a band from Milan, Italy is dominating the punk industry right now. I mean, you would think your typical SoCal punk bands and etc. You guys are outscaling those kind of jets
Yes.
right now.
And before you go, can you say something in Italian again?
Ciao, come stai?
You gotta
And
keep it.
translation.
You're leaving me on the edge, honey.
Boys, you guys are fabulous. Have a great rest of you guys' night, and hopefully we can chat later this year.
Ciao.
Thank you.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.
Peace.